How's it going, guys? MWT here. Just with another video right here on the NBA recaps that we need to go over. But quick thing that you guys need to do, go down into this section. I need you to subscribe to the video, give it a thumbs up, and share with your friends. Get the community rolling again. And yeah, we're going to go over these NBA recaps because, you know what, I'm starting to get more shocked by how this NBA season is going so far. I'm not expecting a lot of this stuff to happen. So the first game we're going to go over is the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the New Orleans Pelicans. The box score: the Thunder win 115 to 104. Let's take a look at this box score. New Orleans' main scorer was off the bench J.J. Redick, who had 17 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Meanwhile, for the Oklahoma City Thunder, it was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block. Matchup-wise, OKC was up by like 8 multiple times during the first half, but then they blew those leads. The Pelicans were up by 6 during the second quarter. They blew that, and then they let the Oklahoma City Thunder win the game on their biggest lead, 11 points. So, I mean, I'm not going to say anything about it just because it was a weak game. Yes, I said it was a weak game. Fight me in the comment section. Next game, the historic season that Andre Drummond is having so far. 2020 for 4 straight games. 20 points, 20 rebounds for 4 straight games. If he doesn't become an all-star this year, I'm going to be deeply surprised because he deserves to be an all-star this year. And I understand, I believe, because they don't have Blake Griffin yet. For Brooklyn, their main scorers were Taurean Prince, 20 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal. And Kyrie Irving with 20 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Yep, historic triple-double from Kyrie Irving, but still not enough to combat the big game that Andre Drummond had. 25 points, 20 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 5 blocks. Incredible stat line right there. Let's take a look right here. The Detroit Pistons were up by 12 points in the first quarter. They blew that lead, let Brooklyn go up by 14 in the third quarter, but then they came back and won the game by 4 points, including a time when they had 13 points as their largest lead of the game, and a 37 to 35 fourth quarter against the Nets. So, yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting game right there. I would be shocked if Andre Drummond doesn't become an all-star. He deserves it. That's great play from him. Next game, the Denver Nuggets taking on the Orlando Magic. The Nuggets win 91 to 87. Let's take a look at this box score really quick. Denver's main scorer was Jamal Murray, 22 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. For Orlando, it was Nikola Vucevic, who had 24 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block. Matchup-wise, let's take a look at this really quick. The Orlando Magic were up by 12 points during the second quarter, and by almost the end of the third quarter, they had blown it, let the Nuggets go up by 8 points. The Nuggets almost blew that lead, but they held on to win the game by 4. So, this was also kind of a weak game because the Nuggets should have blown them out. But it is what it is. Next game, Minnesota versus Washington. Listen, every single time I see the Minnesota Timberwolves win a game, I'm starting to get terrified. But let's take a look at this box score. Timberwolves win 131 to 109. The main scorer for the Minnesota Timberwolves was Andrew Wiggins, who had 21 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 block. I believe Karl Anthony Towns will be off of his suspension at the end by the next game. So the next game he should play for Washington, it was Bradley Beal, 30 points, 1 assist, and 1 steal, but he had 6 turnovers in this game. Looking up matchup-wise, the Washington Wizards never led in this entire game. It was so bad for them that the Timberwolves went up by 34 going into the fourth quarter. 34 points. And they won the game by 22. Honestly, I thought the Timberwolves would be like that 11th seed or 10th seed team. They look like they can make the playoffs again. That would be incredible if they can. But their main star is Karl Anthony Towns. Don't get me started on Andrew Wiggins. Next game, Phoenix Suns versus Memphis Grizzlies. The Phoenix Suns go up 4-2 on the season with a 114-105 win over the Grizzlies. Devin Booker said that if he doesn't make the playoffs soon enough, he might want to request a trade out. I think he's trying to make that push. He was the main scorer for the Phoenix Suns, 21 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. And for Memphis, their big scorer of the night was the rookie, Ja Morant, 24 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1 steal. Matchup-wise, the Grizzlies were up by 4 points like in the early third quarter, but the Suns were up by 12 during the second quarter. They blew that, let them go up by 4, and then they were up by 16 during the fourth quarter and won the game by 9. So, Suns got that explosivity in them. It's really sad to not see DeAndre Ayton playing right now because, he brings that intensity too with him. So I'd like to see DeAndre Ayton come back and start playing more ball. We'll see what happens later on. But the next game we got to go over, the Bucks beating the Toronto Raptors 115-105, exposing the flopping fish. So I watched the highlights from this game and the game itself. And I noticed, I said this last year, if Kyle Lowry doesn't stop, he's going to act like LeBron. He's going to keep acting like LeBron. And lo and behold, he's starting to act like LeBron. Flopping like a fish out of water and complaining about these ticky-tack fouls. He's doing everything. He was the main scorer. 36 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 block with 6 turnovers. But I'm starting to get annoyed. I'm starting to get annoyed by Kyle Lowry. Dude is such a flopping fish. Dude is such a flopper. Someone's got to stop him. From Milwaukee, their main scorer with a incredible stat line, Giannis Antetokounmpo in 36 minutes, 14 for 20 from the field, 1 for 2 from the three-point range, 7 for 10 from the free throw line, 36 points, 13 rebounds, 2 offensive, 15... Wait, what am I saying? 36 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 4 blocks with 3 turnovers and 3 fouls. That's MVP numbers right there. And the Raptors never led the game. They never led. The Bucks were up by 26 points during the second quarter. They almost blew it. We're within 5 during the fourth quarter, but then they held on and won the game by 10. So, just want to let you know, Kyle Lowry is a flopping fish. Let's go to the next game, Charlotte versus Golden State. Charlotte Hornets win this game, 93-87. Look, now I believe the Warriors are done. I don't think they're making the playoffs. I always make this story like Lakers are not making the playoffs, which they didn't last year. Now it looks like the Warriors aren't going to make the playoffs. For Charlotte, their main scorer, Dwayne Bacon, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. For Golden State, it was Eric Paschall, 25 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block. Yeah, this team is starting to fall apart. So I think Golden State should go into the tank game. Let's take a look at this. Golden State was up by 10 points 4 times in the second quarter. They blew that lead and let the Hornets go up by 6 to win the game. Yeah, it's not looking good, Golden State. You lost Curry for the rest of the season. Draymond Green is out. I think you have to start tanking and start building through the draft again. Let's go on to the next game, which is the last game of the day. Philadelphia versus Portland. Now, I said Philadelphia would win. No, I said Portland would win. I said Portland would win. I'm not contradicting myself. I said Portland would win. Philadelphia won 129-128 because of a last second shot by this dude on the 76ers. I was surprised when I heard it. Korkmaz, man. Korkmaz. Oh my god. He hit a last second shot that left .4 on the clock, I believe, or .3. And that was it. That won the game. That won the game for the Philadelphia 76ers. So they are 5-0. Main scorer, Al Horford, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. For Portland, of course, Damian Lillard, 33 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, but 7 turnovers. Not a good game. Let's take a look at this. The 76ers never led this entire game until the very end. Portland was up by 21 points during the third quarter, and they blew that lead and let the 76ers win by 1 point, which was their largest lead of the game. Wow. 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 I don't have any words. I can't say anything. Thank you guys for watching. I'll give you my predictions for tonight. Honestly, Indiana Pacers versus the Bulls. I think the Pacers are going to win this game. Miami versus Houston. I'm going with Miami in this game. Sacramento versus New York. You already know Sacramento is going to win this game. I'll leave one game off. Cleveland versus Dallas. I'm picking Dallas. Clippers versus Utah tonight. That's going to be an interesting game to watch, and I'm going to hopefully be able to see highlights for that game. Who did I pick for that one? I picked the Clippers. Okay, that's interesting. And the last game, which occurs at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Lakers. Guys, these are two teams tied for first place in the conference. Minnesota is also 4-1, but these two teams are tied for first. I think it'll all come down to coaching. I honestly think it's all coming down to coaching. And with Patty Mills on the Spurs, I'm picking the Spurs to win this game. I'm not going to give you an exact score, but the Spurs have always been the Lakers' kryptonite, and I believe the Spurs are going to win this game. So we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you did like it, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. And I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow in another video. I have an idea for another video, but I'm not going to spoil it. So thank you guys for watching, and yeah, peace.